Okay, my grasshoppers, this is a video analysis of the two-handed backhand return to serve. Once again, I'm going to take you to a series of common threads executed by most top professionals and to help you to get better at returning a serve with your two-handed backhand. So we're going to use Rafa Nadal here as our constant model, and we will be comparing him to Novak Djokovic, Devin Albanian, Juan Martín del Potro, Davydenko, and Paul-Henri Mathieu, Marty Fish, and Andy Murray as well. I did a videotape analysis called How to Return a Serve, and my focus then was really on the racket. But the focus of this analysis is going to be more so about the footwork than what you do with the racket. So I'll give you a quick rundown what happens to the racket, but you can watch the other video, How to Return a Serve, and you'll see here what Rafa does. It's a very short motion. I'm just going to compare you. Just watch the racket. This is a backhand return a serve, and the difference right here, this is a regular backhand stroke. So you see how much shorter the motion is. This is a big, not loopy, but it takes time to get below the ball. There's some heavy topspin and the long follow through, a long stroke. Where when you return serve, you don't have time to do that. You just kind of shorten up the stroke. You have the same kind of backswing almost, but pretty much you come straight at the ball. So this video analysis is going to be more on the footwork part of it. So if you want to know what happens to the racket, watch the other video called How to Return a Serve, and I will focus more on the racket. So now let's start with the first common thread that pretty much all pros have. Okay, it's the split step on the return of serve. Now, some guys are more dramatic than others. Rafa here will take a couple of steps and hop forward right there. You will see that Djokovic will take sometimes 1 or 2 steps, but will hop forward. If you go to, I'll show you Paul-Henri Mathieu right there. We'll take a couple strides and then hop in. Andy Murray, same thing. He's pretty aggressive. Now, depends if you're returning a first serve or second serve. You split step, maybe just you can take a couple of strides leading forward, or sometimes just split step. But I like the forward momentum right there that you will see. That Andy, I like how he starts like this, and you'll have David Albanian will do the same, start like that, and it will just hop forward. And actually, Marty Fish. We'll do the same thing. You'll see he'll start like that and hop forward. So this is the first common thread that is so important, that if you want to really master a good two-handed backhand return to serve, that you must have that split step. You must do it. And the split step happens as your opponent makes contact with the ball. When the ball's in the strings, your feet are not touching the ground, you're hopping forward, okay? Now, the second common thread is going to be the shoulder turn and loading your weight on the outside leg. Now, what you're going to do, as soon as you recognize that it's a backhand, you'll see Rafa here turns his shoulders. But more importantly, once again, I'm going to focus more on the footwork today, is watch what happens here. He loads up all of his weight on the outside leg while the inside leg remains on its toes. So you will see right here, Nole will load up on the outside leg while this foot right here stays on his toe and stays back a little bit, and that's the key. You're going to try to keep the inside leg, you're going to stop the inside leg from coming in too soon. I'm going to get to that in a second. You'll see here our Andy Murray is going to do the same thing. He's going to hop right here. Watch, all loaded up right there, and that foot stays back. I call it the toe drag or the two-step. Same thing with Del Potro right there. You'll see him load up right here, all the way here, while this the inside leg stays on his toe and drags behind. And that's the first move. So pretty much you're going to make with your legs, you're going to load up the outside leg. And we're going to finish up with Gublis right here. He was returning Ivo Karlovic's serve a couple weeks ago, and watch how he's going to step out, and now this leg stays back. Now this focus now on the inside leg, where the toe is dragging. I call it the half step or the toe drag, and there's a good reason why you want to do this, because you do not want to step in before you hit the ball. Now, and when you hit a regular ground stroke, you will step in first and then hit the ball. But I want you to have the similar footwork you have on the volley. When you really know how to hit a volley correctly, you will hit first and then your step will complete. And the main reason you do that on your volleys is because you're short, you don't have much of a stroke, so you have to compensate, generate power somehow. And how do you generate power on the return of serve? Is by moving forward and stepping in just as you hit the ball. So you'll see here, and I'm going to take you back. Let me erase that stuff out of the way. Take you back to all the players and show you the third common thread right here, how they all now are going to, let's start with Rafa here. So he backloaded right here. He's going to spring, and watch. He's going to hit, and then the step completes. Watch. He's going to backload. Now he does the 2 steps. He's not taking a full step. He's going to stop from going all the way through, hit, and then comes the step right there. And that is the secret right now. I'm going to show you the Anna right there, how she's going to backload right there, hit, and then the step comes through right there. Okay, we'll show you what Novak on the front, different view right here. See, there's a half step right there, hits and then steps. We'll show you Andy Murray, same thing. You will load outside foot. Here's the hit, and there's the step right there. And that is the key right now. Since you're not gonna have, you're not gonna have much of a stroke, you have to use your legs. So make sure, watch, the hit first, and now the step complete. So if you're lacking power on your two-handed backhand, on the return of serve, and Marty's, they all do this. All of them either have the toe drag. See how Marty drags his toe right here? So you delay the step by dragging the toe, or you can do the 2-step like Nole does. But watch, he drags the toe, hits it, and then completes. So that toe drag is a little common thread right there that shows up. Watch, Andy, how he drags the toe, and then he's going to step. Paul-Henri Mathieu is going to do the same thing. He's going to drag that toe right here. See that? That toe is dragging, and then he hits, and then he steps. And same thing with Ernest Gublis right there. Once again, he was returning Ivo Karlovic's serve. That's a big serve. So what? The toe, here's the toe dragging right here. There comes the hit, and then there comes the hit. So really the timing of your footwork in relationship to your racket is so important on the return of serve. You have no idea. So that you can propel yourself forward, and since your stroke was shorter, you can really use your body. And then the last common thread really is the follow through, and they all really pretty much take a full swing at it. You just gotta. It's not a block serve, okay? It's more of a. You didn't block the ball back. Watch how this is the whole return right there, all the way through the finish. You finish the stroke, right? Watch how Anna will go out there and just finish the stroke. The racket still gets wrapped around. And especially if it was a second serve, you can see how much more aggressive is inside the court right there. So don't block. I'm saying you may have to block the ball sometimes, but if you're really split stepping and moving forward right there, you'll be able to go through it. So once again, let's finish up with Rafa right there. And to me, the most important part of this analysis is not so much, yes, we know you have to shorten up your stroke, but it's really the weight transfer right there, that you need to hold that foot back a little bit right there. Keep all your weight on the outside leg, and then push off the outside leg, go through the hit, and then complete the step. Don't make the mistake of stepping in first and then swinging. Not only you may hit the ball too early, but you're going to be hitting the ball where you have no power left in your arm right there. So hopefully that will help you out get a better and just more powerful return of serve. The return of serve is really the least practice stroke in the game. Watch Nole here. This is what I mean. Instead of dragging his toe, he takes half a step right here. Now watch. He's going to hit it, and then he steps in and finishes the stroke. And so hopefully I was able to help you out. And once again, you can check out my website, www.tennisoxygen.com, and hopefully I was able to help you out. So take it easy.